Welcome to the Elements of Spirit for the week of July 17th, 2017. This is the reading for the element of fire, which includes the sun signs of Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. If you haven't listened to the ether readings, go back and check them out now. The affirmation was, I observe my physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual state. I prioritize the immaterial to make magic. The story for water. I'm sorry, fire. Okay, so this is interesting. I really don't care anymore. That's what I hear for you guys. I sacrifice my longing and misery in the flames of my desire. This just tells me that you guys are in a state of wanting. And it's great because wanting without attachment is like some of the best fuel for magic. And remember, that's what we're dealing with in terms of our ether reading. You can make magic. You can affect material change through immaterial means. But you got to prioritize the invisible. Setting or key. What is your vibration? What are you admitting? What are you admitting? What are you emitting? And what are you attracting? So admitting what you want. What do you really want? Physically, where do you want to be? What do you want to be doing? Where do you want to be living? What do you want to be working on? Emotionally, how do you want to feel? How do you want to feel? How do you want your body to feel? How do you want your heart to feel? What have you been feeling like you're working too hard and you want to relax and you want to feel taken care of? You want to feel supported, you want to feel passionate, you want to feel deep, how do you want to feel emotionally, mentally, how do you want to think of yourself and things? Maybe you have mental goals, psychological goals, mental health goals that have been in play. What are they? Admit it. Who do you want to be? How do you want to be? What is your spiritual being? What do you want to achieve? What do you want to accomplish? What do you want to do? What do you want to make? What do you want to create? What do you want to transform? What do you want to change? What do you want to commit to? Admit it, because desire without attachment is fuel for magic. If you pretend like you're polite and like you don't need to do anything or you don't care, it's hard for spirit to make a miracle, because the clarity of your intention, the focus of your attention, so the clarity of your intention, what do I want? What am I going for? What am I creating here? The focus of your attention allows the will to move through you, not your will, but the will of the universe, God's will, spirit, the magical will, the divine will moves through you and combines with your intention and attention to speed the process of manifestation until that which you would have had to build with your own hands appears as though by magic. But if you don't admit that you want something, it's very hard to get it. You don't even have to admit it out loud, but you do have to admit it. You have to admit it. Why? Because this also says that you're sick of being the one who wants. This says you're sick of being the one who tries. You're sick of being the one who doesn't get it or who doesn't have it. It's like you're over it, over yourself. I really don't care anymore. I'm happy to just put one foot in front of the other and do whatever I can. But no, spirit and the element of fire comes in to say, no, I sacrifice myself and my longing, my misery, my boredom with myself in the flames of my desire. So my desire is the fuel. Well, no, my desire is the fire. Okay, so what's fun about this is that typically we sacrifice our desires in the name of the greater good, in the name of our higher self and where we need to go. What's interesting about this is it's actually saying that, like, how you think about yourself, how you feel about yourself is holding you back a little bit. So the trick here is to become a single pointed desire. What do you really want? Can you be clear about what you really want right now, physically, emotionally, mentally, or spiritually? Because you've observed your physical, emotional, mental, spiritual state in order to prioritize the immaterial to make magic. You're observing all of these energetics. The trick here is that you get to sacrifice yourself and the one who has wanted for so long. You get to sacrifice yourself in the flames of your wanting. I sacrifice, my desire is the fire, my longing is the fuel. So rather than sacrificing the desire in favor of yourself, you're sacrificing yourself in favor of the desire. You're saying, I'm willing to pay for what I want with all of my pain and misery and longing. I am choosing to step into a life where the positive outcome is the only outcome, where what I want is what I'm going to get. What I want is what I'm already getting. I am in the process of making this magic. I want what I want so clearly and so badly, even if it's, something, even if it is something abstract, especially if it's something abstract. I want to heal. I want to feel whole. I want to know God. I want to be at one with nature. Whatever your intention is, or I want to get away from this shithole, or I want a new job, or let's say I want a new job. That's a nice practical one. Well, the idea would be you can have your new job. It's just that emotionally and mentally, you are still invested in the old job. Because even though you want the new job, your emotional and mental self still feel like and think like the person in the old job. So in the past, what maybe I would have said to you is like, or in other situations, maybe not in this reading, what I maybe would have said to you is, okay, hold on to yourself. You're in the right place at the right time. All is well. Let everything go that you don't need. That's fine. But this is different. This is prioritizing what you want. So this says pick what you want. If you don't want to be in this job, if you want to be in the new job, admit that, be very clear about that, and be willing to sacrifice anything and everything else. Means you might have to sacrifice a relationship or two or three or four, as the other one says, as the ether reading said, set and setting are key. Maybe the relationships that you're in or the environment, maybe you have to move, right, in order to get a new job. The idea would be that by saying, I sacrifice myself willingly, you're not sacrificing your whole self. You're sacrificing the self that felt they needed to stay in the same place, or that couldn't think of themselves in a way that would take them beyond their confining circumstances. Whatever you were thinking or feeling or being, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, that prevented the fullness of your desire from expressing itself, from manifesting. My desire is the fire, my longing is the fuel. I sacrifice myself willingly. My desire is the fire, my longing is the fuel. I sacrifice myself willingly. Because I'm over it, and yet I know what I want. And so I'm willing to let go of everything that is not in alignment with this single, focused, pointed desire. This is a very like full moon manifestation kind of vibe too. I'm just so clear about my intention that I am willing and begging for Spirit to take away all for the full moon, to clear all that is not in line with that intention, with that clarity of focus and purpose. Okay? Love you. Have a great week. See you soon.